I think we need to see if anybody.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
And I'm getting low internet things. Let me see if I can switch to my hotspot really quick.
Okay. Seven people are here. Adrian's working on her internet. Hang on a second. She's been having trouble all day.
Am I good? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
You are for me.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, 7 people.
To do like an intro for the recording, like for people who come and watch it.
All right. Well, this is, I don't know what to say. I don't usually do the intro.
Well, okay. So, while we're waiting, I watched a video a while back that said if you're doing something like this, it's a live that has good info that people might want to watch. You can do two things or three. There were two or three things, but one of them was to just do your call and like you just start it. You don't worry about who's here, and it's just you talking, and then that's the recording. And you don't say anything to the guests, or not the guests, but the people. Morning, Sherry, or afternoon. The other one is just to record it like it's a live stream, and then that's just what it's going to be. And then the third one was to do this kind of chit-chatting at the beginning, and then say, okay, we're going to do our recording now. And then when we're done, go in and cut off the beginning and the end and just have the middle part that's like the info.
Okay.
So like at some point we'll just go through our stuff and maybe answer questions, but it'll be not as they pop up.
Okay.
So I just thought that was interesting. Hi, Taryn. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Sherry again.
Well, you should do the intro.
You know what, though? It's never, she says her writing is nowhere near ready for author branding. And you know what? Oh, no. It's never too early.
That's true. I think that actually the author branding and the things that you can do with it, like social media stuff is actually stuff that you can do while you're learning. Like you could do at any stage and you can start building your audience at any stage. And author branding makes it easy for you to do that. So
yes.
And
it also can help you make decisions about what you're going to do. Like what projects are you going to work on, whatever, if you know what brand you're trying to put out there. What is it that you want
branding in general helps you get in touch with your target audience like at any point, like right now. So if you know who you're writing for, which, I hope you do. I hope you know what genre, which you do, Sherry. I know you're writing a romance, right? So you know who you're writing for and you know who your target audience is. And branding will help you learn how to get in touch with your target audience even before you have a book published or written. You don't even have to have a book written to get in touch with them. You just have to know where they are and how to reach them. And that's what this does. This is the first step. All right. So, do you want to do intro and then talk about what we're doing? I don't like intros.
Does it feel weird?
Yeah. I don't usually do the intro.
Just
all right. All right. You put a lot of pressure on it. All right. Well, this is Ninja
You want me to do it? I'll do it.
Okay. Yes, that's what I was saying. Okay.
Hello, everybody. This is Ninja Writers. You are on our channel, and today I'm Shaunta. Well, I'm always Shaunta. This is always Adrian, and Adrian is Ninja Writers' resident graphic artist in general, artist in residence, and our branding guru. And she is going to help me, a very kind of spectacularly non-visual person, which means that if I can do this and I can understand it, I promise you that you guys can. I am highly non-visual. And she's going to help me with some branding. And this branding she's going to help me with, she's already done all the branding for Ninja Writers. So it's not Ninja Writers. It's kind of a personal brand. So it would be Shaunta Grimes. And I have a Substack, a Twitter, and maybe some other social media, TikTok, I don't know, that I would like to do for it. And it's not quite Ninja Writers, although I suspect that I will always have a lot of writers on my in my reader ship. But I am publishing my own fiction with this brand, and also talking about some other things that are kind of writer adjacent that I'm pretty passionate about, particularly planning and systems and just kind of lifestyle stuff that I used to write about a lot, and then I stopped when I started doing Ninja Writers, and I've kind of been easing into it a little bit again just because I love it. So it's a more of an eclectic personal brand versus Ninja Writers, which is very tightly niched.
Yes. So we're gonna do what we're doing is we are creating a brand board for Shaunta, which I'm trying to pull one.
So we should say that the Ninja Writers second annual branding challenge is starting on Friday. That's tomorrow. And that we are going to go through the whole thing all at one time, so you guys can see what you will be creating if you follow us on the branding, or if you come join us for the branding challenge, which Adrian will put the link in the chat, and maybe you can you,
yes.
I wonder if you can I don't know, make it like a banner that goes across the top or something, so that we can people can see it all the time. Maybe make it a bit.ly so it's not so ugly or something. I don't know. But anyway, we will gonna put the link in for you so that you can sign up for the branding challenge. It's totally free. We did it last year and it was so much fun. And we're doing it again this year.
Yes.
To make this a cohesive video for people who are watching it later as a replay, we are going to be watching the comments, but we probably will not reply to them immediately, but we will at the end go through all of the comments and make sure we've answered every question. But just so that it doesn't, it stays pretty tight on what we're talking about. We're probably not going to answer comments as they come in. Okay. But I do want to say hi to everybody and thank you for being here. This is going to be fun. I'm excited.
All right, I just got the bit.ly link. You can see how I make a banner because I've never made. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, it's really easy.
Okay. Join the author branding challenge.
And then maybe also put it in the chat so they have a clickable link.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
How do you make it just like it runs along the bottom?
You do the it's like no, that you did it right. Oops. You do the when you click on it, where is it? When you click on it, the little three thing on the that's weird. Like when you make it, there's a thing that says like that'll run along the bottom.
Scroll across the bottom. Yeah. Okay, let's see. All right, hold on. Hold on. Okay.
Okay. There we go.
There we go.
There you go.
And I'm going to put it in the chat here. Join the author branding challenge. I will say, you know, if you have taken any Canva courses with me, you've probably already done this. But it's a really good place to start, I think, if you are trying to figure out
practice. And I also think it's going to be really cool for them to see you do it all at once rather than
I pulled up some brand boards so you can see what I'm talking about here, like what we're gonna create. Let me open that up. Share screen. Oh, hold on. I have a ton of tabs open. Oops. Okay. Share screen. Did not just give me the, there we go. So this is Ninja Writer's author brand board. Or just branding board, right? We're calling it an author branding board because most of you are authors here. But if you're creating any kind of brand, or you are doing it, so today we're actually doing it is technically for Shaunta as like a blogger or a brand for herself, and not necessarily as an author, right? So you'll see how this can apply beyond just author. It's a typical tool that's used in branding often, and it includes, I'm going to make it a little bigger here so you guys can see. It'll include a logo. You can have one logo. Sometimes you'll have more than one logo, for different things here. It'll include a color palette and some hex codes so that you can, it's kind of like your brand cheat sheet, right? So you can look at this and see, like, when you are going to design an Instagram post, or make a web page on your website, or create a flyer or a newsletter or something, that you can just make sure that like your brand, like what you're putting out there, looks cohesive and matches, right? Like it accentuates what you're putting out there, and also it matches, right? And so it has these hex codes on it, which are codes that you can put into any website, or most websites that ask you for colors and color input and things like that, and it'll bring up the exact color there. And then your fonts, so you'll choose some selected, like some specific fonts that are like your fonts. And then it's not necessarily required, but I always like to start with it, is just like kind of creating a mood board. That's a really good idea. A good way to, like, if you know the general types of colors that you need, or something like that, but you're not sure of like what kind of colors to pair with it, or something like that. Sometimes just getting a grouping of pictures that are in the right color palette that you need, on Canva. At least this is a trick that is fun. We'll go over this in a little bit, but you can click on, you can click on, you've got some images here. Or when you go to choose your colors in Canva, if you have photos on your palette, it'll go and like show you some different colors that are in that photo palette. So it just can help you to pick out some colors and just to gather like the overall feel of your brand that you're trying to go for. And that's really the extent of it. It could be more. This is
and then you also have
here.
What was that second page, or the logos?
This is just it drawn out so that you can see the logos and the.
Oh.
But it's just the same information. But then this is one that's more. So this is one that's for a business, right? Ninja Writers is a business. This is one that's for an author, so you can see that as well.
Karen is in the chat and says she just wants to be Violet Olivia, so she can just be done. So well, great. That, I love, yeah. Is that the one you're about to show? Because I love that one.
Yes, this is one that I am about to show. So this is one, and actually, it is one that I made to sell. So if you're interested in it and just becoming Violet Olivia, you definitely can. But I yeah. You can put my email in the chat there. But and that's sometimes an option too, if you just want to like buy something.
You didn't show it though. Are you going to show it?
Oh, I'm not. Oh, I thought I was.
You might need to
share this tab instead. I see.
There
Can
you
you
go.
see it now? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this one,
scroll through it.
yes. This one is my one that I made as like a fake author here. And I did originally make it to be for sale, and then I ended up using it for other things. But it's a similar thing. So it'll include it. Usually we'll have at least one main logo. Sometimes you'll have like an easier like abbreviated logo, right? Maybe like one other alteration if you want to, but you don't have to have more than one. The point is that you'll just have your logo here, some colors, and then some fonts.
And your mood board. Look at that pretty mood board.
And a little mood board. And it just helps you to like get the whole kind of aesthetic of your brand so that you can feel, I don't know, like you're fitting in. And a lot of this is, I think, would be easy if I just said, you can just go and make whatever you want and choose whatever colors you want and choose whatever fonts and you're good to go. And fortunately, it is not that easy. But the good thing is that a lot of branding is just a big old game of copycat. And there's psychology behind the fonts that you choose and the colors that you choose and the aesthetics that you choose, right? The vibes and all of that. There's a reason that other authors and other brands choose the style that they choose, the things that they choose for their appearance. And it's because those things reach out to their target audience, right? So this is my favorite example of this. And this is a contemporary romance author. So actually this would speak out to Sherry Connor, who is here, who I know is writing a contemporary romance book. That contemporary romance authors, for fonts specifically, have this tendency, right? Contemporary romance or romance readers in general are very like, they will read a book a day.
Thirsty readers.
They are also, they are what would you call it? Like predictive readers, right? Like it has to end a certain way.
Right? There's a formula to romance.
There's a formula to romance, and they're not as open to big twists and turns as other genres are. They like that. It's kind of like,
it's the ending.
Yeah, but it's kind of like I feel I'm a romance reader, and I feel like what I enjoy about romance is like this feels similar to like when I'm sitting down to watch TV at the end of like a busy day, right? I don't have to think about like what's going to come next because I kind of already know, and it's just kind of nice, right? It's like relaxing. And so then that's just how romance readers are, right? So there's kind of a traditional feeling, I think, to the romance reading community, right? And in fonts, every contemporary romance author, not every, but a lot of them that I have seen, that I've researched,
the successful ones,
a lot of successful ones I have found use the same types of fonts on their in their own font palettes. And what's interesting to me is if you know the psychology behind those fonts, which we will talk about more in depth during the author branding coming up. But there's 6 different types of font families, and the 3 that contemporary romance authors often use are serif fonts, sans serif fonts, and script fonts. And what's interesting to me is the combination of the sans serif and the serif fonts, because serif fonts are very traditional and very trusting and it's like the predictable side of a reader, right? The side that expects a happy ending and expects a formulaic story and expects that the main a couple is going to fall in love, and you know,
No cheating.
no cheating, you know, things like that. Like it's you know, traditional, it's trustworthy. That's the serif font, right? The sans serif font is like just a little bit, it's the contemporary part. It's like if there's just a little bit of a twist in there. Usually I feel like contemporary romance can be a tiny bit edgier than other romances, maybe, right? And so it just kind of sneaks it in there. And it just fits the genre so much to me.
The thing about the branding is that what you need, this is like it or not, this is the truth, that people are not going to spend more than a few seconds checking you out if they don't know you, and you need everything that they see about you to let them know, hey, I'm your next read. Like, oh, hey, if you stick around here for a few minutes and just see what I have to offer, you're going to like it. And it's, you know, like a cover of a book needs to say, hey, I'm your next contemporary romance read or whatever, and your whole website or your Instagram feed or whatever also needs to do that. It doesn't have to like 100% do that. It needs to do it enough that that the message comes through on site. So if you know, if people are like scrolling through and what they want, I don't know if Terry Demons is here or not. I'm going to talk about her anyway. Terry has a niche that is dog training, right? I always like hers because it's such a specific niche, but she's a dog trainer, a positive dog trainer. So if I'm about to make stuff up right now, but if all the dog training sites out there have all these primary colors and like really bright colors and cartoony looking whatever, and then she does like a real neutral pastel pink beige type thing, people are going to scroll by it and not even realize that they just missed a really super cool bunch of content from a really awesome person, right? Because they didn't even know, and they won't even know that they skipped by it, is the sad part. Is because it doesn't even register. So like you want to stand out, and you also don't want to stand, like you want to stand out as being even more of the same thing rather than
branding is not where you stand out. Your content is where you stand out, right? And your content are your books, right? So you don't have to
or your blog posts or
your writing. Your writing is where you stand out. But the way that your writing shows up on the paper, or the way that, you know, your covers look, or the way that, you know, your website looks, right? That's not where you need to stand out, and you can make it really easy on yourself, I think.
Yeah, because imagine if like you know, I don't know, if you think about grocery stores in your town or your area, they all have a, you know, certain kind of look to them, and if one didn't, you might not even realize it's a grocery store, right? Because you'll just pass by it on your way to where you know is a grocery store. And so it's similar to that, but the inside, like what's in there, it could be totally different. Like Trader Joe's is going to have way different stuff in it than Family Dollar. Or, I mean, Family, what is that? Not is that, yeah, Family Dollar. Isn't that the place where like that's out there on the way to Russell, Family Dollar? I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Dollar General.
General, or, you know, one of those dollar ones, right? Like but in general, it's like a store with a kind of bright colored sign and a grocery, you know, a parking lot in the front, and you know what I mean, like, you know what it is. And when you drive by it, like if you drove by a Dollar General, even if you never had ever heard of it before, you would know it was a grocery store. Now what's inside of it's not going to thrill you too much, probably. but it's still obviously a grocery store, and that's what you're going for, something that's obviously what you are, I think. And the way you do that is by seeing what everyone else is doing, which is what we're going to start with. Okay. So I sent Adrian a few examples. I had a little bit of a hard time here. It was very tempting for me to look for author brands only, but this is not that. Even though I will I will be publishing some fiction, like on my Substack. I want to do other stuff with it. So I looked for creators who are where instead of it being only about what they created, it was more also about them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, opening up.
I also looked for so if you're familiar with the writer Archetypes, I'm a teacher writer. So I tried to find other people who I thought were teacher types who were like doing the thing, like they felt some passion for, but they were
that's
also,
a great thing. Looking at,
but they were also seemed like they wanted to bring everyone along with them. So rather than here's my art you can buy, or here's my cookbook you can buy, or here's my whatever you can buy, it was like, here's how I did this, and here's how you can do this super cool thing too. And that is definitely my vibe. So all three of the people I gave you are writers. Only one is a fiction writer. I would say Sarah Cannon probably is the closest to what I'm doing, because she specifically talks about planning and specifically to writers, and she's a novelist. So I would say she and I are pretty similar in what we're doing. Hers, interestingly,
very similar. I feel like
we are very similar, and her website is my least favorite of all of them.
That's interesting. I'm looking at these, but I could definitely see some connections between all of them, which I think is interesting.
Her color palette and everything's my least favorite. Jenny, and I always forget her last name, but it's like Rosenstratch or something like that. She has a there's Heart Breathings. That's Sarah Cannon.
We'll come back to it in a second.
And then I gave you Dinner a Love Story, which is I like this one a lot. This is yellow's
this looks like you too, kind of vintagey.
This is Jenny. Can you scroll up a little so I can see her name on her book? It's like Jenny Rosen.
Oh, down. Jenny Rosen Stratch.
Yeah.
If it was Starch, that would be
She's like interesting to me because she's not a cook. She just really loves food. And she's
who's that Julie and Julia girl? I feel like she would be
I don't know if she even still doing anything. I don't know. There was like some
while you're talking.
Okay. But I like you could scroll back down so I can see the header, or up or whatever. Yeah, I can't see it.
You can't see the header?
I can now. It took a minute. So Jenny has a Jenny, to me, I liked hers because she has this website, but she also has a Substack. And I recently realized that lots of people had added me to their Substacks. It's like a thing, I think, where I had subscribed to website or to newsletters.
I think it's that people are moving where they're sending their newsletters out from, and they're sending their newsletters out from.
So but I didn't realize that there were so many people whose newsletters I had subscribed to that had moved to Substack and had paid versions. And I looked through them, and there were only two that I was tempted into. There were three that I was tempted, and only two of them I actually paid for. And hers was one of them because she offered something I really, really wanted, which was like a meal plan with a grocery list and everything. And so that fits in with what I'm doing, right? That fits to me in that planning space. And she's also a writer. She's like clearly a content creator, a writer. Like her books, even her cookbooks, are something that you want to read. They're not just like a bunch of recipes. Like she's got a book where you can see it right there, The Weekday Vegetarians. And it's like a memoir almost of why her family started doing vegetarianism during the week. And it reads like a memoir with recipes. And so anyway, I thought she was a good fit. And then I also put Austin Kleon. He's a longtime newsletter writer whose newsletter I really like. He also has a Substack. He's the one of the three that I was tempted but did not pay for. But I absolutely adore his books. He's an artist writer, so he considers himself an artist first, a writer second, an artist who writes. And I really like his newsletter. So I don't know. I feel like people who like these three people will like what I'm doing. That's what I looked for. But I also feel like all three of them are teacher, writers, artists, whatever, and teachers though. Person, he may call himself a writer who's a teacher, but he is or artist who's a writer, but he's most definitely.
My eyes just caught on this. Remember Bob Ross? And he explains who Bob Ross is. Like nobody has heard of Bob Ross.
Right. He is most definitely a teacher, writer, regardless of his status as a fine artist, or what. He's not. I don't even know if that's a fine artist. What he does, he's definitely an artist. A visual artist. But I learned about, I have that thing where I can't visualize. And it's got a name that I never can remember, but I learned about it from him. He's just definitely a teacher. And I mean, he wrote about it, and then I was like, oh my God, that's a thing. And I have it because I don't even dream in pictures. Like I can't visualize inside my head at all. Anywho, so those are my three that I picked. And I'm curious now what you saw. I see white, a lot of white.
I'm definitely seeing some things here. But so the first thing before this, we go back as just a step. And so the first thing that I look at, like when you're doing the author branding challenge, when I start, designing an author brand or a brand board or anything like that, the first thing you're going to do is define your niche, right? Is figure out who you're in competition with. That's the best way, I think, to figure out who your niche is, right? Like who has your target audience already, right? Who's writing the types of books you want to write, or creating the type of content you want to create, telling the type of stories that you want to tell, right? Who do you want to fit in with? And so the first step is identifying those people. For the sake of this not being an all day long video, Shaunta did this research before she went
in. But I will say that I did not know, I had not done this before. And I was like, I don't think I can find anybody that's just like me. And so what I just talked myself through is just what I came up with myself today.
I think I hadn't thought about thinking about like what kind of
I tried to make Adrienne do it for me, and she's like, you should do that. I was like,
I can't. It's something you have to do for sure, because I don't know what your goals are, right? I don't know what you are actually trying to write. You can share like I can say Sherry Connor, right? I've read most of her, or she's, I've read a lot of her story because she's in my Academy workshop, and I could say she's a contemporary romance author, but she could be trying to be a romantic thriller. I don't know. The character could end up dead at the end. I don't know what exactly, I'm assuming from what I've heard that she wants to be a contemporary romance author. So, you have to do this on your own, but I can guide you once you have them picked out to, I can try to help you think of other people if you're having struggles with that, or I can look at these and see, like, I think that there's enough here that we can work with, that this is actually really good.
One thing that helped me, so when you get to this part this week during the author branding challenge, and this is something you can start doing today, this is what I did that helped me. I thought about my archetype and what kind of other archetypes are out there, so I mean, who else I thought was also my archetype? So who was which just means that they're talking to their audience in the same way that I talk to mine, which is with a teacher first. Like no matter what I'm doing, fiction, whatever, I'm like, you read my book, The Undergrounder, and you're going to understand Las Vegas and how casinos work. You're probably going to be able to, like, I don't know, count cards or something at the end. Because I'm just saying that you're going to have, because I can't help myself, it's just the kind of writer I am. So I looked for teacher writers. I looked for people who were artists, but all, who were probably in front of my audience. So I looked for people, like I thought, who's my audience? And my audience is creative people, but who want to follow a person, right? Who, like, somebody who they don't want to just, it's more about me than the niche, which is a little bit hard, or not the niche, that, like, it's more, Ninja Writers is more about writing than about me, and Shaunta Grimes is more about me than about, say, what I'm teaching. It's about what I'm teaching, but also about myself. And so I looked for people where, like, they are identified with their brands, like Austin Kleon, not Steal Like an Artist, or well, Heart Breathings, but everyone knows Heart Breathings is Sarah Cannon, and etc. So that's what I looked for. So look for people who are already talking to the audience that you want to get in front of.
Yeah, I have a blog post, and I'm sorry, this is a very ugly link, and I don't know how to get a nicer link from Medium, but it's a blog post that I wrote that's walking you through the process of defining your niche. So if you want to, we're going to talk about this tomorrow, like in more depth. I have a whole lesson on it in the first author branding meet up tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. But if you want to try to do this ahead of time and come to class,
it's at 5 though.
At 5, sorry. Like with some, so, you know, an idea or some questions, right? Like you could, you know, we'll have time after I talk about it to do some sharing and maybe even, I don't know, how figure out where your struggles are. But yeah, it's in the chat, but it's an ugly link. Sorry about that. I don't know how to get a nicer link on Medium.
Okay, so tell me what you saw about these 3 that stood out to you.
So the colors, there's a very, to me, a pattern in the types of color palettes that they're using here. That they largely have like stark neutrals, right? It is you know, a really stark white background, and then and black. So white and black, and then like a pop of a bright color, right? And what's interesting to me is that both Austin Kleon and Dinner a Love Story tend to use more
yellow.
She uses more green, but for the most part, primary colors.
Go back to the
oh, I didn't hold on. Yeah, I have to click the share this tab. Sorry. I'm not on Zoom. They both have you know, white and black, and then primary colors.
A lot of yellow. But Heart Breathings is totally different.
Heart Breathings is a little different, yes, but only different in that there's not as much black, but there's still black. It's still white and black, and she uses more paler pops of colors, but it's still stark neutral.
I will say though,
and then like two more colorful colors, right? And that fits
her that, like, that pale pink is like her, like almost like a signature color for her. And like a Hello Kitty type pink. I mean, that is so not my vibe, that if I had to go that way, I'd like probably be rethinking my whole thing, because this is not my vibe. But if you look at like her desk, it's more like, you can, to me, when I'm looking at that, the pale pink doesn't even match the photo very well. She's got brighter colors, like in the
and the thing is too, is that you're going to it's gonna, when you're trying to find you know, 3 people, there's gonna be differences, and they're not all gonna be similar. But like, you can look at this and make connections, and just, you know, make the connection of the fact that they're largely, what they're using is some stark neutrals, so white and black, and then they're choosing like at least 2 brighter colors to you know, actual colors to throw on top of there, right? That's what they're doing. 2 of the 3 are using brighter colors, right? So I think, you know, it's safe to say that you could go with that, and almost that you could just go with black, yellow, and red and white, and you would fit in, because both of these 2, I mean, he's got, so this is interesting to me.
Don't forget, you have to let us see it, what you're looking at.
Oh, goodness. Sorry. What's interesting to me between like Austin Kleon and Dinner a Love Story is that they have black and white, and then they have 3 colors in their color palette.
Can I say something that's interesting to me? Both of them are taking the palettes for their website from books that were designed by professional designers at a major.
Yeah. And
that means that like big deal marketers chose these colors as something that people who want these type of books would want to would be drawn to.
I'm gonna say too that is I think maybe something that is, maybe it might even be specific to this kind of website or per like brand, because usually, especially in author branding, you'll notice that like sometimes you go to author websites that you expect they'll have these like beautiful, majestic brands colors, like Neil Gaiman. His website colors and everything are so boring. They're so boring. And the reason why they're so boring is because his covers, right? And the point of your branding is to accentuate your covers, right? And so you can't have like, if your brand calls for, really colorful covers, you can't have like hot pink and neon green as your I think who was I was talking to Lisa McCombs about that, right, when I was working with her on that it's for a lot of particularly I think in the fiction realm, if you're a fiction author, you're trying, you're creating an author brand board for you as a fiction writer, that's something to keep in mind. And I often have to tell you guys not to even look at the book page, right? Because like if you go to, let me pull up.
Don't forget, we can't see.
I know. I'm just going to pull up I'll go to the old game. Let me see. Like if you were to go to, okay, so we're on Neil Gaiman's website here. You can see, very beige, right? And he's got color in in a lot of his book covers, right? And it can be tempting to go straight to the book page and think, when you're thinking about your colors, to look at the book covers. And for fiction authors, you want to completely ignore that, right? Because his background colors are not in, like, they don't go with they're meant, it's meant to just fade into the background, to be background colors, that the book covers can stand out, because oftentimes none of them even match, right? So they need to just be able to stand out. And another one I think is I can't think of another person. Oh, Janet Ivanovich isn't hers are, I mean, her book covers have a if you've seen a Janet Ivanovich book, I mean, they've got a certain look to them. Her, what is it? Her Plum series that's like the
very
right?
Bright.
Like she had to almost even like look how different this. Oh no! Oh, she's got a layout there for her new book. Okay, right. But like, you would not go to, if you were Janet Ivanovich, she wouldn't go look at her book covers and decide, okay, I need a yellow and orange themed website, right? Because that's gonna drown out that book cover. You're not going to see it when you're glancing through it on a website.
So my
books are so colorful, she needed to just go like bare bones.
Right. And we're going to talk about more about this during the challenge.
Yeah.
So you're going to start making my
brand
board, and I'm going to have black and white for sure.
Yeah. I'm going to go pull up a brand board really quick. Oh, let me show you how I do that. So Canva has lots of, this is where I get a brand board from, but they've got these templates that you can use here. There's a ton of
the same one all the time.
I usually do, but I don't see it now here anymore. right. Well, we'll just use this one. Okay. So
it didn't open.
Oh,
for us.
Share this tab. Okay, let me go back then because I thought it. Oh, because I pressed the.
Now I see it.
Before.
So you can change the name.
Yeah, so we can change the name. I don't like this.
Put my last name.
I know. I don't like this one though because it needs to have like a place for the fonts.
Place for the fonts.
Let me see.
Can you just start with the one? Make a copy of the one that's for Ninja Writers.
Yeah, you can do that. Make a copy. Okay. I don't need these.
Can't see it.
Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay. So let's start with the color. So
you already have white and black on there.
I know. They don't really have any gray. There's not a lot of, they use pretty stark neutrals.
So colors that I am interested in using are because pretty often I write about style and I have colors, right? And I don't know if they are going to be colors that will be good, but I really would like to use kind of like a coppery color and then like a verdigris green color, like a greenish green. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Why do you want to use those colors?
Just because they're my colors that I think look good on me.
Yeah.
And so
so we can try that. I think to me what's fitting in with
yeah, I don't want to use primary colors. I think they used primary. You think I have to?
Well, I think that's what I'm seeing a lot of here. But I'm thinking that maybe what we could do is use what I'm seeing is they have a tendency to use, like, they're both using yellow and red, and then they have this third color in here. And Austin Kleon uses blue, and Dinner a Love Story uses this sagey color.
Right. But I wonder if my red couldn't be more of a copper.
Yeah,
red.
maybe. Let's play with it and see what.
And then my yellow couldn't be slightly more mustardy.
Yeah, we could try that. Okay, so
in fact, if you just left that yellow, it would kind of fit in with Ninja Writers as well.
This is mustardy enough for you?
Well, let's see what it looks like if we add a coppery color and that green. That blue is not quite right. It's too baby blue.
Okay, so let's find a coppery color. Oh, I need to create a square there. Hold on. Okay.
I love watching you do this. Okay. Copper.
No.
Just do that,
and then we will.
Yeah, but can you make it a little? You can make it a little redder, like up towards the corner, a little brighter and a little redder, like up.
Yeah.
No, that's not right. I liked what it was before.
Okay.
It's coppery, but like a little. You can make it a little. Well, let's put the green on there and then see.
Okay, let's see. Like a olivey green?
Like a green, like that copper would turn.
What kind of green does copper turn? Like a turquoise?
What is that word? It starts with a V, verdigris, or there's a word.
I can't picture that. Let me see.
Okay, hold on.
Green, that copper turns.
Green. It's got a name. It's
patina.
It's a patina, but it's got a name that starts with a V. Anyway, it's a patina green. That's definitely not it.
Well, I wonder if we can maybe find a photo here that we can find of patina that would just pull up the colors.
There. Oh, see that picture, the big long one? I like that.
That one? Okay.
I like all of the colors in that.
Okay.
I like the yellow, the copper, and the green in that.
Okay.
It's big.
Okay. All right, let's try that then. Well, let's just see what it looks like.
But how do you get those colors? Oh.
Well, the code is supposed to show up there, but it's not showing up. Let's see if I can click away from that. Why is the photo not showing up? I think if I click on, there we go. Oh man, hold on. Okay.
But you can't pick out the colors from that?
It is. This is what that's doing.
Where?
You don't see the
Oh, yeah.
thing with all the squares?
Okay, well,
Don't know
there's
what kind of color you're wanting.
Well, I like the blue and the green. And that yellow. That works for me. Let's see what that looks like.
Okay, so there's a green.
Wait, and the blue.
I know. I have to pull it up.
Blue.
I have to give it I know. I have to give it a space. Hold on. This is not picking up the yellow. Why would it? Is it not? This is frustrating me that the picture is not showing up here.
Well, you could say see all. It says see all there.
No, it doesn't.
I just saw the word see all.
Yeah, but it doesn't come up with all the. You don't see all. There's not the pictures. Let me try to reload the page.
I do like that white, black.
I know. I'm a little worried that these are not gonna fit well enough.
Well, it's gonna be mostly black and white, right?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Do you see this now?
Yeah.
Okay, which of these greens are you?
I like the one that's there or the one that's next to it on the left.
Next to it on the left, I don't know which. This one or this one?
Yeah. No, I like the other one better. The one that you had. That's too light.
Okay.
What about the one on the... Well, then let's see it with a blue, though. I want to see a blue.
Okay.
I need to see the blue so I can see.
I have a darker blue here.
Oh, those are all the colors. Yeah.
These are... It's not pulling up that yellow, so we're just going to have to add our own yellow.
Okay. Well, yeah, I like that blue.
Okay. Darker or the light? I think I like darker. I think that.
I think I like the darker. Let me see it. Change the green for the green that's right next to that blue. I don't know if those are too close to each other.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are too close.
Too close. Okay. What about the one that's in the middle?
That's a turquoise blue.
Do you like?
That's not blue.
They're too close. Yeah, I like the green one. That one. I like that one.
Okay, so let's find a yellow. It's pretty close to.
Yeah, I think I like that, and I like that. I feel like that color.
If you stick with this yellow, yeah, if you stick with this yellow too, it's pretty similar, I think, to the yellow that they're using here. It's a bright, like poppy yellow that they're using.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would fit the general vibe. So,
do you think it does, or do you think I
think it does. I think that if I think it would. Let me see. So we can go down and test it down here. I've got some like spots here. So if I go in, we don't have that. We just have. gosh, come on.
Let's see. I like that.
Yeah, I think it gets the main.
You should make one that looks like that, their primary colors, so we can see what that looks like. Like if it blends, sort of.
Mm-hmm. Hang on a second. Let's see. With primary colors.
Well, like with the yellow and
Yeah.
red and green, maybe.
Okay.
And a brighter yellow, and then the real, like that green in the corner. No gray. See, I think that's close, and that would be white though, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's close enough.
Yeah, I think it is too. Yeah. I think it has a similar effect to it.
Yeah.
I think especially I feel like if you're gonna use more heavy, if you're gonna, out of the three colors, if you use the yellow a little more and the blue and the green as like accent colors, I feel like that's where it's really gonna fit to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure I like that green now when I'm looking at it like that. Like I want
that's
it to
a different
be brighter.
green. That's not the right
one
green.
that's on the top one there that you made of my colors. I feel like that's not poppy enough or like bright enough. That one, try that one on the end again. That's still, it needs to be juicier.
It's kind of washed out. Let me see if I can make it a little brighter.
No, I want it to be like a no.
I'm getting into like Kelly green.
No, let me see the picture again. See, like maybe it would look good with the turquoise.
Well, that we already have the turquoise in there.
No, the lighter turquoise. That one.
No, those are too similar.
What if you use the is that the one? No, that's not the one we were using. I almost think I like. Let me see the other one again. The one next to that is the one we were using. Is it there?
Yeah, that's the one we were using.
That's the one I want, but yeah, no, I think I like that. I changed my mind. I think it's just because it's next to these brighter ones. It's bothering me.
Okay.
Bye, Sherry. Sherry's leaving.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. What's next?
All right. Okay, so we have our colors then, I think. Those are set. The important thing to do here in order to make the whole point of having a brand board is to have like a thing that you can refer to when you're designing, you're making other things. So
you have to put
you get the codes here. So to get the code on Canva, you just click on the color, and then if you hover over it, it'll give you the hex code. So 65A660. And you just write it down there. And hex codes, like I said, are the things that, like, if you go to design your website, right, and it asks you what color you want the background to be, you can just put in this hex code and it'll be this exact same color green as you're using on Canva. Okay, so the blue is 0D7D8B. see. That's gonna drive me crazy. Sorry. I know. Sorry. All right. And then this is, I think, I already know that because that's the color we use a lot in Androiders.
It's already the same.
Oh, no, it's not. And these ones are this. I think these are the. I didn't change these ones, so those are the same.
So what kind? Now we have to look at the fonts that they use.
Now we have to look at the fonts. So let's go look at Austin Kleon. So
they both have like a handwritten written font.
Yeah, they do. So let's look at. There's Austin at that one.
Those two do. I don't know what
have a handwritten. She's got.
She also has one.
No, hers. It's it is because it would not be considered script because the letters are not connected.
Right. Those are like style. What are they? There's a word for that, like a stylistic.
Well, they're like just what is it called? Decorative or descriptive.
And they all three of them have a sans serif font.
Yeah, let me look over here. So we're gonna look. So there's that. So then we're gonna you look at the usually where they have their header, like where their name would be, to look for similarities there. So we can see here for Austin Kleon, for Dinner a Love Story here, they're clearly both using some sort of like decorative handwritten style font.
Mm-hmm.
And then Heart Breathings, that not necessarily handwritten, but definitely more decorative. Because it's close to script, like you would think it's script, but if the letters are not touching, then it's not script. Okay, so and then the next thing you would look at is, so they've got a descriptive like handwritten font. The next thing you would look at is their headers. So Austin Kleon is using, so the difference between he's using a sans serif font, and the difference between a serif and a sans serif, the way that I know this is a sans serif is because like you can see here, if I go really big, these letters, this is a serif, and it's got little feet on it, on each of the letters, that kind of make it look fancier. That's how I, more old fashioned. And sans serif is sans feet. So he uses a sans serif font for his header. Or heading. So does she. So she's got a sans serif font, and you can see, and often they for their menu they're using their header font as well. And did I share that? Yes, I did. Okay. And then Sarah Cannon is also using sans serif for her headings as well. So that's easy. And then you're gonna, the last one we're gonna go and look at. So usually a font palette includes 3 fonts, and it's a header font, a subhead font, and a body font. So actually, what I pointed out here, it's generally in the place that we would call a header if you're a blogger, right? But in the terms of creating a font palette, this is the subhead font, and the header font is actually this one right here, right? The header of the website. Anyway, so the last one we're going to look at is this body text right here. So look for usually find a blog post, right? And just look and see. You might have to make it bigger so you can see. But just look at the lettering. So he has a serif font, which we had already pointed out. So a serif body text. And Dinner a Love Story, she just uses oh, sorry. She just uses sans serif all the way across besides her header font. So that's good.
So she has two decorative fonts.
She has two, yeah. So it does look like she has so we're not gonna go with the, well, I guess she does though, huh? Because she's got one that's a sorry, cat. We're gonna go with okay. She does have, well, she has, I'm sorry, hold on a second. I have to kick him out. He's driving me crazy.
Sorry, guys. Oh my God, she left altogether. Okay. Well, does anybody have any questions? Was not expecting that. Okay. You're totally, there you are.
Sorry.
Left us. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so Dinner a Love Story, she has two fonts. She's got a decorative font and she's got a header font that she's using as
but she also has a script font. Like if you go back up to the header.
I'm at the header.
Like up there where it says whatever, right underneath Dinner a Love Story, and then over on the side there, it's like a script font, it looks like, in yellow.
Yeah. And so she does. Okay, so she's got a script font, I would say, as her header. I don't know what I would call that then. Maybe it's her header font, or
but she has two decorative fonts.
It would be a secondary font, yeah. And then Heart Breathings, she also just uses a sans serif. So
but that's not contact. I mean, you should click on blog there. Let's see what she does on her blog. Down at the bottom, I just saw the word blog.
It's sans serif.
Okay.
So it's a little different. She does use two different sans serif fonts. But they're still sans serif fonts.
I wonder what's going on in her pictures, like the
I don't, it doesn't look like there's a ton. Well, maybe there's some.
So she's got that bold.
There is, but there's not enough consistency, I think, to say.
But that one right there with she's using that for the titles of all of her pictures.
But not all of them, though.
Most, I would say, looks like all of them to me.
Yeah.
So that's sans serif. So two of them have mostly sans serif.
Yeah.
That's just sans serif, right? She just made it huge and gave it a.
Yeah.
That could even be the same font.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
and bold.
So I would go to two of your three here are going to have. So we'll start with finding the decorative header font.
So it looks like handwriting.
Yeah. So on Canva, you can just search for keywords there. Handwritten. Also, you could just try this too, I think. Handwriting. And
so I like one that is readable.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? The one just up to. What's that one? I can't see it. Okay, let keep going. I like that one. Okay. No, I don't like that one. I don't like it's connected.
Okay. So no script at all.
I don't mind that one that you have there.
Aloha. Okay.
I feel like that one's too small.
Yeah.
What about La Petite something or other there? What's that? No, that one's not. How about
I think it's gonna be too artistic.
More sugar. What's that one? No, it's too like childish. What about Architect's Daughter? Okay. There's one called Apricots that I like.
I want to see this one really quick.
Hmm?
That one's kind of fun, but those O's look very curious.
I'm sorry. Was that Apricots?
No.
Oh, what's that one?
That's another one.
I like that.
Pedapon.
Huh?
I know, but it's only in the O's, and I was unsure of that.
Well, what is that one called? I like it though.
You like it? Okay, that one was called Pedapon.
All right, and then I like Apricots, and I wonder if I can, since
Apricots is a
script.
Yeah.
No, I'm wondering if I don't like it for the full one because I don't think I can. I don't like when I can't read it. Like,
yeah,
but it's.
I like that one a lot, actually. I think that's
I think that one works.
As long as you.
But
don't
I'm wondering if I couldn't use apricot like because I get a secondary
here
artistic one like for making. I can use it like in my titles and stuff on my But I don't know if they go together. I just like that one. I use it sometimes.
Yeah. Let's go down here.
Is that it there?
Oh. But I'm going to put them on top of each other so I can see. Where is it? Pedapon. I like that Pedapon one though. I think that you have to
make it huge.
Yeah, it's a smaller font, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On. So I do like I'm gonna actually make a duplicate because I do like it with a more like smoother script font, like the contrast between those two there. So I'm just gonna keep that there for a second.
Well, I don't mind. I kind of think sort of like having the yellow is like a callback to Ninja Writers. Like I feel like using the same script font might be kind of cool. But try apricot.
Yeah, I think so. This is apricot, and the thing that I'm a little worried about with this one is that this is like a fuller, like fatter font. I don't know.
Let me see the other one. Well, change that to apricot. So
this is yeah.
See, I can read apricots. I can't always read. We have a problem with Moontime that I can't always.
Well, there's an issue with the S's don't always look like S's, which actually will be important for Shaunta Grimes because
it starts and ends with an S.
Yeah,
like I would want to see how it looks.
Writers.
You can write.
So if I write, I'll do it in both. Shaunta Grimes. I like how tall this font is.
Yeah. That looks like my actual handwriting.
Yeah. Was it the S's that we had a problem with? I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's the S's just next to particular letters.
Yeah, I actually don't mind it. So there's that one. Let me see the other one. I don't know. What do you think? I'll have to defer to you. I feel like the other one is a little more readable.
Which one?
Like, I feel like this one here would be like if I was going to use it, it's more readable. It's thicker and less scroll. Like,
look.
He doesn't have one at all. It was heart breathing.
Yeah. No, it was this one.
Oh, yeah.
Here. She went very sketchy. And
Yeah,
Austin
hers
Leon,
is like a chalk one.
yeah,
Because she's got a
Leon's
food.
like ballpoint
It-
pen, which I like.
He did what? Yeah. I feel like that's his actual, like, he made his own font.
He wrote it, yeah, probably. Yeah. I don't know.
See, that I can't read the Moonlight one as well as I would like to.
Okay. Let me see if I can find one more.
What about what would one look like that would, do you know of one that's like a what's that one right underneath finger paint?
I don't know, but I like the curviness in this one.
I don't like the T. It looks like a cross.
Oh, okay.
What about
right below fingerprint?
Yeah.
That has the same exact T.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
I do like that this one looks more handwritten though. That one's goofy. No, that's
totally unreadable. What about one that looks like ink pen, like you said?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for here. No, that's
looks like middle grade.
Yeah.
What's that one? That skinny kind of one that you just up to from there, right there. It's too similar to the.
Yeah.
Permanent marker. What's the one right above permanent marker?
Hold on.
What about a typewriter font?
Ooh, that could be good.
It's one word. I kind of like that.
That one's more computery.
No, I don't want a computery one. I like Special Elite. I've used that before.
Yeah.
What's that True Typewriter?
This Special Elite always looks very like true crime thriller-esque to me.
True Typewriter.
Yeah, that one could work. I like the idea of using a typewriter font because
what about
your art is that you are a writer.
Yeah. What about
Lumos? Brings that in. Which one?
The
Lumos. This one's a nice one. So one trick that I have, if you don't want to be like tied down to like one specific font, is if you see fonts that have lots of different
used is going to be like more vintagey looking. No, it looks exactly
not as shadowy. So there's a shadow behind that one, and this one is.
I like the old. What's the old? Yeah, I think I like that one, but I didn't see all of them. If you wanted
tape, that's tape. That's like that's ghostly.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I like the old one.
Yeah, I like the old.
True Typewriter Poly. Oh, there was just another True Typewriter one down there. Down at the bottom, there's another one. This is typewriter.
No, I like very thick. Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a copy.
And then make it one of the colors so we can see how it looks, like that greeny or blue color.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I like it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I do too. Both. I like it both. Yeah. Yay.
So that's a good one. Okay, so then we've got our
So I don't mind
two of those fonts there.
Montserrat or whatever we've got there. Can
Well,
I
yeah,
just
and that's a very, you know, that's a, I mean, that's a sans serif font was there. So that's the one I like to use that one a lot because it's very clean and
yeah, I just keep that one.
Something that I do run into sometimes though, and I guess this will depend on if your blog posts in your, well, I guess though, I don't know. You can't really, sometimes I run into something that I sometimes struggle with this one is that you can bold it, but because it's already a skinny font, it doesn't bold very, very much.
That's okay.
Right. But so if that's okay, I mean, that's just something that I would note for deciding if you're going to use it or not. But Pet Upon, I like that. I do like that one.
I do too. Oh, that's so tiny.
It's a tiny, long, and skinny font.
Tall and skinny.
Tall and skinny.
Got a junk journal vibe that I like.
Yes. And then Lumiose Old. Lumiose Typewriter Old.
Oh, so Pet Upon does not have small letters, only bold, only.
It's only, yeah. So that would only be one that's good for a header.
Right.
Like a decorative header, right?
But like on top of pictures for social media.
Yeah. You know, where it's okay for you to have all caps. And then Montserrat. And so we can, got that down there. Yeah, that looks good.
Oh, we got to change Shaunta Grimes to the name of the font or what?
I could. It's up there as well. I just use these pages to test out, like,
okay,
if I like them together, if they look good together. Okay, so
more pictures.
So we can, we can get more pictures. Yeah. So having pictures down here, I think, can be helpful to, like, when you go to like, I don't know, design a website or just get like the overall.
Well, for when I'm going to do eventually my core 5 and I need ideas. Yes. I'm not good at this. Okay. I definitely feel like I need them.
Okay. So, have like a vintagey vibe. Something you could do here too, I think you can search by color, which is kind of nice. If you, well, because we have the hex codes here, so you should be able to go in and like put in OD 7D. Oh wait, 0D 7D 8B. Apply, and it should give you photos that are in that use that color, but this is showing all different kinds of blue, so that might not be a very effective thing for that.
Well, I like the alarm clock one that was up there. Kind of.
Clock?
Which maybe one? Well, it's further up. It was like the first picture. But because I talk a lot about systems, but I
Oh.
wonder if you can do like, just put an alarm clock. Let's see what comes up. I could add my own pictures. We don't need to have people.
Oh, I had the color in there, so it's choosing it. That's nice. I can get rid of that color. Down? Maybe down there?
Yeah, but I don't like any of those.
Okay, let me get rid of the color.
Scroll down more. Let me see.
Well, this is all called that blue color is in there. I'm just gonna
There's more needed to. Nope, I don't like them.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe put in vintage. Oh, maybe plants. Alarm, yeah.
Vintage plants.
Like a boho feeling, you know?
I can just put in
Boho. Mm-mm. I don't like any of that.
What about eclectic? I feel like we often call our style eclectic or boho, and it's actually more eclectic. Eclectic is brighter. Maybe mid-century.
Mm.
This is gonna pull up.
I liked that pattern. That white pattern. Huh?
Cacti.
No, I don't want cacti.
Which pattern?
That there was like a white brick pattern right there.
That one. Okay.
Maybe. I might.
Yeah.
Now that I see it there, I don't like it anymore.
I kind of like it though.
I do, but it's like too.
You can make it. I have it really big.
There you go. That's better. All right, now let's see what else came up. Let me think. How about, let's think of a city like Barcelona.
Okay.
Something like bold and juicy color wise.
Mm-hmm.
But like not as predictable as Paris. No, what is the name of that Mexico town that we went to that had all that really cool glass?
Tlaquepaque.
Tlaquepaque. I think that's what it's called.
I don't know if I'm gonna spell it right.
Okay, there you go.
No. Let me see how you spell it.
Let me see. I'll figure it out.
Google it.
Tlaque. TLAQUE PAQUE. TLPAQUE. No, wait. TLAQUE PAQUE. There we go. I forgot about all those umbrellas. That's cool. But they're the wrong colors.
Mm-hmm.
I like the orange and black there. I don't know what that is, but I like it. That's very cool. Let me see. I don't even know if that, I guess that sort of suits. That's that coppery color that I like.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Let me think.
I feel like you have kind of like peacocky colors. Maybe a peacock. Maybe like vintage peacock.
What if you just put in copper and see what comes up?
We put in
patina. I want garden, like something outdoors. Chickens. Chickens are definitely my thing. None of those, though. I don't like those pictures.
Ew. Some mean pictures in here.
No, I don't think. No, that's not going to work. Just put. Okay. Chickens. Oh my god. No, that's not going to do it. What about a donkey?
Mm. For like a decade. Like,
okay, how about the 1920s? Or Art Nouveau or Art Deco, like Art Nouveau. Which one is it that's the 20s? Nouveau. You spelled it wrong. There. No, it's not.
you. Oh, it's NU.
There you go. AU. There we go.
Do you think that I feel like this doesn't fit with these two? This yellow, orange, and black one.
Yeah, maybe not. But that yellow building right there does. It's got my yellow in it.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Or this one?
Nope, that one. The first one you said. You can take out the orange one. I don't think it fits. What about the Pittsburgh bridges? Oh, but you just, yeah, gotta get that lady's head in there. Just put Pittsburgh and let's see what comes up. The second we went into Pittsburgh, I was like, oh man, I gotta move. But not skyline. Let's see if there's something that's more, like less skyline-y.
Like this?
See? Yeah, those yellow bridges. There you go. That like kind of industrial.
You are more Art Nouveau or like 1950s or 60s?
Definitely more, a little more
like mid-century.
No, definitely more like this.
You think?
Like
yeah,
industrial revolution era, whatever, 1920s. I like mid-century modern a lot, but it doesn't suit me very well.
Yeah.
Now, how about plants?
Okay.
I'll get the green in there.
Plant photos all have like a dusty look over them that I don't think is really you.
Nope, I don't like any of that. What about vintage plants? Just put 1920s in. Let's see what comes up. Or yeah, and vintage plants made it worse, even more dustier. I see. I like that flapper lady at the.
This one.
You know, I have a vibe that I like. That like I am drawn to all of the time. Oh, look at those. That's like women, in particular if they're older, doing like there's a photo I use a lot of like a old lady jump roping. But I don't know if that's like mood board. I like all of this. Well, most of it.
These like patterns on this glass kind of remind me of you.
The colors are really off though. Though they would fit they would fit right in on Austin Kleon's. They're not right for putting Katharine Hepburn. Katharine has an A-R. Yeah.
Hap or hep?
Just I didn't think they'd bring up any of her, but maybe there would be something. But
I would do like bright
garden. Nope. What about let me think.
You try just searching with that green color. Let's see what pops up. Let's see.
Put 1920s with that color.
Nope. That's
No.
apparently not a 1920s color.
That's not even, doesn't even feel like the right color at all.
It is, kind of.
Yeah, just take the color back off. That didn't work. What about the yellow? The yellow is there already. Already have a lot of yellow though. No, I don't like any of that. What about like clouds or sky? But take out the yellow. Oh, you did. There's one there that's got the right blue that I like. Down, 4 down on the left.
This one?
Yeah. I like that it's like glowy. What happened? Oh. Okay, that'll do for now.
Definitely a look here.
Now we need a logo.
Yes, and this is going to be, I think, people always...
Tiffany said, is that Halloman? But I don't know what she was talking about.
I don't know either. Maybe a plant. That sounds like a plant name.
Maybe.
Hi. So people often struggle with logos, and literally they can be super simple. Like this right here is Austin Kleon's logo.
What is?
Just his name. Right there.
Okay.
Right? Like it could be that. It doesn't need to be. I mean, he probably has places, I'm sure, if he's got.
Well, he has one that's got like at the top of all of his newsletters, and it has like an arrow that he drew. Underneath
newsletter.
His name.
Let's look at his newsletter here.
Okay.
Right there.
There it is.
Yeah. But so you can have something like that, I think. If you found some, you could look at. So we could look at that finding.
I'm pretty positive he actually drew that.
He probably actually drew it, but you could probably, I don't know, if you found a symbol or something that you wanted to use, like it doesn't need to be super complicated. Like oftentimes though, like
but he also just has his name there in the same font.
Yeah,
like,
oftentimes it's just the name. For Dinner a Love Story, like this is the logo, right? Right
Dinner
here.
a Love Story.
Yeah,
that's the title.
I know, but it's also the logo. It's how they have it written And if we go to like, I'm gonna go click on their Instagram. Oh, she's got a picture of herself. That's not helpful. Or she probably has a picture of herself on everywhere. But like it acts as their logo if they wanted it to.
Her Substack, which is just Dinner a Love Story .substack. It's not on there at all. She definitely uses Dinner a Love Story, though, is definitely how she identifies.
Yeah.
What's on Heart Breathings?
This is her. This is what.
Oh, there you go. See, she's still using it there.
She's got it. So this is the main part of it. She's got a little addition there that you could add on. So that's interesting to me that both Austin Kleon, if they're gonna add, they have this, like, they can boil it down to just the name. They also might add like a symbol.
Yeah, and see, Austin Kleon uses his name, and both Heart Breathings, like Sarah Cannon, I know it's Sarah Cannon, but she definitely uses Heart Breathings, like identifies as a name. And
but I think that she only does this, though. She only does Heart Breathings if she's talking about her planning stuff.
She's got her name under there too.
She does, because it's her, but like she doesn't if she's reading her books or writing her.
She has two different companies.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I told you, Hello Kitty. That's like a thing for her.
She's very pop culture-y.
Very.
Mm-hmm. So, and then also a little symbol up here. So
interestingly, she's also fairly vintage, but just like 90s vintage versus 20s vintage.
Yeah. So, but what's interesting to me is that
hers is also
they focus more on stylizing on like the formation of the name, right? The name of their brand, but then they might have a little symbol.
Mm-hmm. She's got the little heart.
Also, I will say that both Austin Kleon and Dinner a Love Story, their logos themselves do not have a lot of color in them.
No,
they're pretty simple.
They're all three of them are very simple. Hers is just a pink heart. Sarah's.
Yeah. That their logo is not where they use their color. So, all right. So actually, we're not going to create our logo on here. We're going to go to.
I love my mood board, and you guys, I'm very excited for you guys to make your own mood boards. Mm-hmm. Luckily for you, you're going to do this over 4 days and not all at one time.
Yeah.
So. And we're going to do it in Zoom so we can actually have conversation.
Open up a logo. And then I think
I can't see it if you opened it.
Oh.
There we go.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get your name on there first. We'll change it to probably use this. Oh man, I lost it. Oh no, it's right there. Petapon. Too bad you don't have an O in your name because you're not going to get the dot.
I wonder if we can think of a something that we can add that would be the word story. Because I would have the O right in the middle, and it would be pretty cool. Like, write the word story. Just let's see what it looks like. Wrong font, though.
I know.
See, that looks really cool. I don't know what.
Well, we could just add a dot in between your. Maybe if we just added a. What if I just did?
What if you just put an O right between my name? Like it look like a.
Oh, like a spacer?
Yeah.
And make it smaller. The problem is that it's long. Although I don't know.
You can't see the dot now. It just looks like a.
Yeah. Let's just
or like put it inside my H or something, like in the bottom of my H. Like the O, like do the O and make it smaller and then put it like inside my H. Much smaller. See, but if you make it too, no, not that small. No, that's not going to look good. But you could just put the dot and then put it inside the H, maybe on the bottom.
Look at the U.
Lower, maybe, like not so even.
What about on the M?
Huh?
Or
I like it in the H. Yeah. Either there or in the bottom part.
what if we put it there and then like on top of the I?
Then the I is the only letter in the entire name that's a lowercase. Will it matter? What about inside the top of the S? Like in the top curve of the S?
I like that these S's don't look the same. I just noticed that.
Yeah, that's. Did you cut it off or something?
No.
It's like upside down. It's the same S, it's just upside down. That's weird.
I like it though.
I like the dots there. Do we just like it just like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Because then it just like feels like a ink splash kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to try a dot in the middle between them or no?
We can try. I think it might be a little too much. Like it's a little too intentional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
also, your
like
name is not even. So if you put something in the middle, it like accentuates
weird. Yeah.
that your name is not even. Okay.
Should we make the HAUNTA and RIMES smaller so that the S and the G look like capitals or no? Probably not, huh?
We could try and see what it looks like. We'll try it on a different. We gotta get the dots back in there. And then
oh, but it looks too when you made it bigger it got thicker. No, I don't like it.
Okay.
Do you? Well, I don't know. We can try. I like it. I think I just like that.
Yeah, that's good. I think it looks a little large. It's a little bit larger just in general.
Is there too much space in between them or no?
No, I like it.
Okay.
Okay. And so then I don't know, do you have a subtitle? Oh, you do. And then see what happens, all right? That's
yeah.
That's actually the name of your blog.
Right.
So I don't know if it should be.
Well, can I have it just my name for like if I was doing, say,
Yeah, we can, and then we can just put underneath here in the.
But can I have one that's just my name and then one that's my name that has the?
Yeah, we can. You can do that. So. And. Yeah, I don't know if we want all capitals. I'm trying to put.
I think just all lowercase. Yeah. You need another P in there. Yeah. You know what might be kind of fun for the logo? Like if we were going to have a, I like that. That looks really good. For a logo, because then see what happens is from a Ray Bradbury quote, and he wrote so many stories about space, and so like a moon would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Or he also wrote.
Didn't he write the dandelion?
Yes, he wrote that, and he also wrote Something Wicked This Way Comes.
I feel like a dandelion would look really nice because the dandelion is it's the green and the yellow.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see if we can find it.
You might have to draw me one.
No, I bet you we can find one. Dandelion.
But I don't want it to look like a wishy.
Oh, like it's this one. It's kind of looks real. Let me see if we can get it to where
we can't.
I know. Hold on.
That's got a 1920s vibe to it too. That
I know. Let me see how we can. Let me see. I think we need to make this smaller here. I can get this like on the side. Oh, I didn't bring in the little dot.
But that doesn't look connected.
I know.
What if you brought it behind and then changed the letters that are over it to white?
Hold on a second. I gotta. Oh, wait.
Or faded.
Well, we could fade it. Yeah. Ooh, and that makes it. Oh, I know what we can do. Hang on a second. Okay. What we can do, let's make that bigger again. What we can do, so we can fade this a little bit. Then we can add that, or no, that's not going to work.
It doesn't fit either because the other one.
Yeah.
I think we're going to need to look for a smaller, like a less.
Yeah, I wish this was like longer, like the stem came down. Oh, there's more here.
Let's see what else we can find. Oh, wonder if it would be kind of cool if we could find one that would fit right in between my names and then like tilt over to one of them.
Yeah, I wish this had a longer stem.
I wish you could. I wonder if you can remove some of those leaves. The outside leaves.
Yeah, I can do that actually because this is an image, so I could go into where's my tool? No. Ah, where's my background remover? Why don't I see it?
It's not up at the top. It's always at the top.
I know. I don't know why it's not there. Well, I hope they didn't get rid of it.
Background. No.
You saw it?
Maybe I see the word on the side, background, but maybe it's because it's
Maybe I've never run
that
into
doesn't have a background.
Yeah. Maybe I could try this.
Oh, Michelle says it doesn't let you remove background within a logo image.
I can try this. Watch. If I do this, and then I download it.
But I think it's because you're doing it in a logo.
I know. Hold on though. I have a. It's not because I'm doing. I think it's because it. Well, hold on.
Let's turn a light on. You're like in the dark now.
I know. Okay. Ooh, that's loud. Okay. Uploads. And if I bring this in there and edit image, there we go. It's because the image didn't have a background to remove, but I gave it a background and now it does. That's loud, whatever you're doing.
Sorry.
Crinkly.
I'm starving. See, it removed it altogether.
No, it didn't.
Oh.
Erase. I can go in here. Oh gosh, it's gonna be all glitchy. Oh man.
Right,
I can't. Can't do that because it's very loud.
I stopped. Maybe
this one.
You're so good at this.
Lewis?
Huh?
Did you just say Lou is so good at this?
No, I said you're so good at this.
Oh.
Lou would not be good at this at all. Lou is a dog.
I was just wondering if Lou was doing something cute. Ooh,
No.
I think actually, okay, let's try this. And then apply. Hold on. And okay. If we flip it. Oh, I forgot I can tilt.
I think you need to get rid of that one.
Yeah.
I think you need to get rid of all 3 of those leaves on that side.
Yeah.
And then it'll fit right down in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you get rid of all 3 of them, it'll fit right in there. Just like a little green dot right below that. There you go. You're going to leave that one and see if it'll fit.
Yeah.
Michelle says this is her favorite part of design.
Me too.
I enjoy watching. Yeah, see if you get rid of that other one, you can straighten it up and it'll slide right in there.
Yeah. Okay.
You might have to get rid of the yellow flower on the side too, but that might be impossible.
No, I don't think I need to get rid of the yellow flower. See, this I can't do it because it's overlapping. That is beyond my capabilities on Canva. Let me see if we can make this work.
Can you make it narrower? Like squish it in?
I don't think so. I can do is actually though.
Oh, actually, that is readable.
And I can space that apart a little bit. You need to find those dots again.
I don't think I like it. Do you?
I just wish this stem were a little
the other
larger.
two also use a line drawing.
Yeah. Let me see what else we can find. What about just there's just some dandelions. Those are actual dandelions. I don't like that it's actual though. I think that
looks like a weed
to me.
I mean, it is a weed.
It is a weed.
So I don't think a dandelion is going to work because the ones that are line drawings look like very generic. Ooh,
I know,
like
but
that. What about like a go down that round medallion looking one like that? Like a what do you call that? An artist, like a
artistic,
not a realistic
rendering.
one. The color is obviously going to need to change. And that also reminds me of both a dandelion and a carnival, like something wicked this way comes. And you could put it right before my first name. You'd probably want to make then see what happens bigger so it goes across the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you call that? Like a, not realistic.
A rendering?
No. It would have fit Deborah, but it didn't like it. It is like a mandala, but it's like a
motif.
Yeah, but it's a type of art that's like it's not the name.
Let me see. There's also more medallion ones here.
I've got the word Art Deco in my head, and I can't get it the word that I want past it. I like this one here.
Yeah.
Something like that I like. What you have on here, I really like.
Okay.
There's another one there that I like. Actually looks like, so this one looks like a Ferris wheel, and that one there looks like a starburst.
Yeah. Huh? This one looks like a starburst to me.
Yeah. But I think this one fits with the fonts better.
Yeah.
That's what I just told her, Michelle.
What?
You turn on a light. All of a sudden you're looking in the dark.
But nobody's watching me. You're watching the computer or what I'm doing on the screen. Okay.
So how do you make this so that when I put it on somewhere, it's not going to have like a huge white box around it?
So you need to have Canva Pro first. But you can when you click download, you just click this transparent background box.
Okay.
Okay, and then you wanted one that was
just my name, right?
I thought you wanted one that was then see what happens.
Well, I wanted one that was just my name, and then maybe one with just then see what happens.
Okay. That one's just your name, maybe without the...
Yeah, just my name, like if I needed that.
Could be your signature.
Yeah. I like that.
Mm-hmm. It's very fun and creative.
You know how I can tell I like it? Because I like it even with the blue lines around it, it gives it like a industrial type look. Mm-hmm. Not that when you were working on it and it had a bunch of blue lines around. And
oh, yeah.
Looked like a blueprint.
And then, let's see.
Michelle says making the blue dots. Oh, I like that on top too.
I know.
No, I like it underneath.
Well, I know. I'm trying to... Well, I guess if you could just have and then see what happens, right? Like that could be the...
Should we put dots? Oh, no, it's a different font.
Yeah. So you could break it apart or put it together.
And should you just have the just the dandelion thingy?
Yeah, you could do that too. Let me see.
Anyway, Michelle said, why not make the dots my colors? But that's because my sample things had black and white line drawings.
Yeah, they were pretty, the logos
Dark.
were stark. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that because it looks hand-drawn, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, now we just need to download these. I'm going to get rid of these extra pages that we don't need.
Type of art that's not realistic. Abstract.
Oh.
I like, how come you can't just tell me the word? That's like an abstract.
Well, because I mean, I don't know that it's like, it's not, I don't know. I guess when I think of abstract, it's like something that's really abstract.
It's a really abstract dandelion. Nobody would know that was a dandelion if you didn't tell them, huh?
That's true. Okay. I'm gonna unzip that.
So now you're gonna put these on my brand board?
Yes.
Yeah. Now you look like you're telling stories, like ghost stories at a campfire.
Wow.
Like you've got your
We're almost done here. So no, this is not the right one. Where's Shaunta's brand board? Here we go. Okay. So now we need to upload your.
So aren't you guys super excited to do this week? This is gonna be fun. We'll send out.
We need a little more space up here, I think. So I'm gonna move this stuff.
Ninja Riders After Dark. That's what happens in the winter.
We're almost done. I know. I should have turned it on before, but it was light before. I'm gonna make this page a little longer so that we can fit all your logos in.
Yeah, but then I won't need to print it out.
You don't need to print it out.
No.
Actually, what you can do is, because you have Canva Pro, I'll show you really quick.
I'm pretty sure you're on my Canva Pro.
No, I can add you. I think we set the Ninja Writers Canva Pro. We set it up on my account, and I don't think you've been added to it. But we can add you if you don't. If you have it, you might be paying for it again separately.
Oh.
Okay. We have Shaunta Grimes.
Oh look, my Substack's gonna be so pretty.
Mm-hmm. I think we definitely next week we should have a call, like after everybody has done this, we should have a call where I walk you through, like we apply all this.
Setting up my Substack to be and doing the core 5.
Yeah.
Definitely. We should do that after
everybody has done theirs, so they can.
Yeah. Like Tuesday.
Look how branded that looks now.
Oh my gosh. And it looks like me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited.
Yep.
Yeah, I am not on the team Canva Pro account. I'm paying for it twice. That kind of sucks.
Okay. I'm gonna put.
Look at how pretty. I'm very excited.
Change the name to Shaunta's brand board.
So now when you're using this, like you can just copy and paste your brand from here.
Well, you can kind of,
can't you just add my brand on the next pages, like my logos and stuff, so that they're bigger so I can use them like straight from this page?
Well, no, not necessarily, because you're going to have to. Well, I guess what I could do actually, though, I think I can. I think I can do this. I think I can interlink. I've never done that before, but actually it's a really good idea. If I do logo. Too many logos open. Okay, so if I go there. Yeah. So now I have it. So like what I can do is like I made this. Like you can make, so there's two ways that you can go about this. I guess like I usually what I do is I have this and just so that I have it all together. But the logos, like when I want to download the logos, I usually open up the original like this logo document and I download them from here.
Yeah, because they were
Not
too
from the
small
brand
on there.
board. Yeah, not from the brand board. What I use the brand board this for, right, is so that
It's for the font.
inspiration also so I can remember my fonts and my color codes.
Because I can just add more photos like on the next page and it would be like a little Pinterest board.
Yeah, exactly. So you could do that. What you can do also, what I would do since you have
It's so pretty.
I know, since you have Canva Pro, if you have Canva Pro, even if you don't have Canva Pro, you can do this, just not to the same extent as if you have Canva Pro. But you have this brand kit down here on the Canva home. And you can add in, see, like I have the Ninja Writers logos and colors and everything here. So if I were to go into, if I were working in here, right? If I click on a color, I have my color menu right here all the time for Ninja Writers. If I'm working on a font, my color menu for my, like it's already built in there. Also, this is like if you go to text, like these add a heading, these are already in the Ninja Writers brand fonts. So you can set those, and you can also insert your logos so that they are they'll be down here on the side, but there will be a logo tab, right? And so now all the Ninja Writers logos are just here, and I can just click in.
So are you going to talk us through setting that up?
Yeah, I will. Yes, during the call, and I can talk a little. I can show you a little bit right here as well. You just do it on.
So like, how do we get that onto my Canva?
Well, you go to canva.com and you're on the background, like where you see all of your,
No, I mean, how do I get my brand board onto my Canva?
Yeah, I'm showing you.
Okay.
Oh, how do you get your brand board? So it's on mine right now, right?
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I just need to share it with you. So I can just type in shauntagrinds@gmail.com. Oops. And I can invite you to the team, first of all. Oh, we have too many members, so we might have to delete who doesn't use it. Well, it's for 5 people. Complete, like, yeah, so it's a pretty good deal. But there's some people on the team that do not use it as much that we could
anyway.
Anyways.
So you're just emailing it to me, and I can go get it from my email.
Yes, so I'm emailing it to you.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna just like make
invite you to the team yet.
Okay.
Okay, so that shares this with you. So
there it is. Okay.
You have the brand.
Oh, now board. I just have to open it in Canva.
Yep. You just should be able to see. And now I see because there's your little.
You have to go turn your light on though, because now you're looking like you're at a campfire.
Okay.
Oh, look, it's so pretty. I love my brand board. I'm very happy right now. I love it.
Okay.
Much better. There you are.
All right.
Okay, so
anyways,
now I have it open.
So now you have it open, and you have your colors there. So what we can do though is, so you can go to the Canva, just canva.com, the homepage, and you should have a brand kit button under tools over here that you can click on.
Okay.
And it gives you a place where I gotta share.
Find your logo fast. Upload your logo here.
Yeah, I'm gonna share your logos with you.
Okay.
Really quick too. Okay, and then you can just upload your logos. So I don't think that.
So I have to save them.
Yeah. So first you need to, I go back to where your logos are.
I see them. I'm just going to download them.
Yeah. So download, click that transparent background button. And they're going to download as a zip.
Oh, wait. Whoops.
So you have to open it up.
I got to do it again. Transparent background.
It's going to download as a file. As a zip. Do you know how to open a zip? You just click on the file once it's downloaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know how to do this part.
Okay.
I do this all the time.
Okay. And then
I'm very proud of myself. I know how to do this.
And then you can just upload your logos there, so you have them all there. Under brand logos. And I think I believe if you have Canva Pro, or if you have just the regular like free Canva, you can upload one logo. If you have if you pay for Canva, I think you can upload as many logos as you want.
Well, anyway, I pay. So
okay.
Hold on, I gotta add 4. Yeah. So now I gotta go. Dang it. Hold on. This is where I want to be. Okay. So now I need to go back to the brand kits. Brand logo. I'm gonna do this. Okay, I gotta upload. It's got like a weird. I want to delete this one. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my logo. Hold on.
Okay.
I saved all of them. So. Oh yeah, it uploaded them all. Yay!
Okay, so I'm gonna just do this for everybody else. I could make another one, so I'm making a sample, or I'm making yours on mine too, which probably would work because you're probably gonna end up.
So now I have to actually download the brand. I mean, can I just grab the?
Yeah, no. So you're gonna grab. Hold on, I'll show you in a second. Let me get your.
I'm gonna have you read me those hex numbers off.
I will. Anyway, so what you're seeing here, so I'm uploading your files over here. Oh, and it pulls the colors. I don't necessarily want that though.
What the black one is, what's the number on the black one? It's like
just all zeros.
Okay.
If you just pull it all the way over to it's 6 zeros.
I got the black and white. Now I just need the
white. And then the green is 65A 660.
Okay.
And then the teal is hold on. Ow. 0D 7D 8B.
Okay.
And then the yellow is FBC.
FBC.
135.
Okay. So those are my colors, and then my heading style is
Petapon, PETAPON. Also, this is something you might want to do because Petapon is such a small font. If you click the little after you put it in there, if you click the little pencil guy, I think you can oh, maybe you can't, but I thought you could. Oh, wait, I thought you could adjust no, never mind. I thought that you could adjust the font size, like the automatic font size, so that it was larger, but you can't. I lied.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. Luminous typewriter holds.
And then, yeah. Oh, wait, you can. I just can't see it. Oh, there we go. Okay. If you click on the pencil, a little box should pop up with the name of the font and a sizing, and like if you want it italic.
It didn't.
It might be behind the, do you see like this box instead?
Yeah.
So just click on, you don't see this behind it, like hiding behind.
Oh.
Just
Oh,
click on
yeah.
that.
That was
Or
weird.
yeah, it
Okay.
is. And then right here, you can make this larger, like just on, I don't know.
100.
Yeah. Something so that it's comes up larger. And then add your body font, which is Montserrat.
What is it?
Montserrat. Montserrat.
Wait, hold on. M.
Montserrat.
Oh, I found. Okay. And do you just do 12 for that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
You can always adjust it once you put it on there. This is just like what it starts out as. When you click that, like add a heading or add a subhead. But now you should be able to go into, so now that you have that all in there, you should be able to go into a design. And you should be able to see under text.
get that.
Switch this over to Shaunta's
Very
brand board. You can see your fonts there, and then in your colors, you click on.
Wait, where did you go just now? Do I have to do something to save this, or is it
No,
saved?
it just saved automatically.
Okay.
If you click on a color, you can go to colors, and you can see.
But I don't know where you are right now.
I'm just in a document.
Oh.
I'm showing you now that you can see your fonts and your colors are like uploaded into Canva and there for you to use. Do you see? So under if you go on the text tab on the side where it says add a heading, add a subheading, add body text.
Oh, it's my
those
thing.
are in your fonts already. And then if you click on like anywhere where you have a color, so one of these color boxes here, and then the color menu, you should see like Shaunta's brand kit or whatever it should say, right? But it's your color palette is already uploaded there. And then you should be able to go down to the bottom here, and you might have to click more for it to pop up, but there should be a logos button where you'll see, and it's gonna suck because the background is dark.
Oh, yeah.
But your logos are there, and you should just be able to pop it over.
Oh.
So they're in there.
I mean, I just see your top. You're not sharing what you're looking at.
Oh, sorry. Anyways, I'll do that again. So now that the purpose of putting that into the brand kit is that when you're working in Canva now, so if you're working in Canva, you click on the text button on the side, these add a heading, add a subheading, and add body text. Those are now, like that's how if you click on it, it adds a text box, and those are in her fonts there. If you are adding a color in, right, her colors are all built in right here. She doesn't have to go looking for them. And then her logos are down here. There's a logo menu, and they're dark because the logos are black and the background is black here. But her logos are there, and she can just click on them, and they pop up over here. But so the reason I think to have this instead, right, and not just rely on Canva's brand kit is that if you can only do, so I think with it, if you have free Canva, you can only upload like 3 colors and 1 logo, right? And most people will have more than that. You might not, so that's okay too. But this is kind of a workaround, right? If you have this, then you can kind of just always refer to your brand board to help guide you in your colors and all that. But yeah, that's it.
That is super cool.
That's what we're going to be doing this weekend in the branding challenge, our author branding challenge.
Yes. And I'm very excited. It starts tomorrow. So you guys are going to get a emailed class
Tomorrow morning with the first lesson, which is going to be
the lesson is going to be, well, it starts on Friday, which is the day we usually send out our theme email. So they're going to be combined. So you'll get your theme email and it'll have the class also in there. And then at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, we will have our first Zoom call. And I think I'm going to be able to be there because we got the flu happening around my house, and I'm not going to get to go to Pittsburgh. Because
I think if you could be there for the first one, that would be helpful because you are the niching person.
Yeah, we'll talk about niches.
Yeah.
Because Ruby just came home and was like, my stomach hurts.
We're having fun over here.
Oh man.
So tomorrow we're talking about designing your niche. I want to, Katrina says in here that she uses Photoshop as a rule, but this is making her want to play in Canva. And I'll say that, it depends. Photoshop can do like a lot more of the nitty gritty stuff, but I am pretty impressed as somebody who knows how to use both. I use Canva like 80% of the time because it's just so much simpler to just get in and do what I need to do. And I feel like Photoshop is not simple in that way. It's not simple in a way that you can just get in and do what you need to do and get out in a easy manner. And Canva is. So as somebody who like knows how to use them and it's a beginner friendly and I think also a, what would you call it, non-beginner friendly website. I like it. It is definitely easier. It's like, I think if you're just creating an Instagram post or something like that, it is just, it's very easy, like for day-to-day stuff. I do a lot actually. I've created like book covers in Canva and web pages, and you can do a ton in Canva. I really enjoy it. It's much easier than Photoshop. Just much simpler. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna share the link one more time for if you want to join us tomorrow. It's at 5 p.m. Eastern. Make sure that you if you are already on our email list, you'll already get the first lesson emailed out to you tomorrow morning. But if you are not on our email list, if you somehow got here from, I think Shaunta blogged about it and things like that, you have not joined our email list yet, you'll probably want to make sure that you fill out this form that I'm giving you here so that you can make sure that you are going to get that lesson emailed out to you. If you don't do that and you just come tomorrow, which I can just share the Zoom link will be emailed out tomorrow too. So if you want to come and you want to make sure that you get the links that you need to be there tomorrow, just fill out that, give us your email on that page and that will make sure that you get in. That was a lot more complicated than I needed to make it. Sorry. But
it was a little bit complex.
I know. But this is what we'll do. And then we're going to talk next week early on. I think it'd be fun to get on a call with Shaunta and like apply her brand to some of her things that she has. Particularly to her Substack, I think would be kind of cool.
Definitely.
So, yeah. That's all. I don't know.
We're done.
We are.
All right, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your night. I'm going to go make some dinner and hope that I don't get the flu, because I may have already had it. That might have been what was going on with me the other Saturday.
I think it was because it was so, I mean, the reason I thought it was food poisoning was because it was so sudden. I was fine, like completely 100% fine. And then almost the minute I started eating, I started feeling funky.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened with you too. So
Yeah.
I think it was the same, which is good because I know that you were afraid you had like a heart attack or something.
I actually went to the ER because I thought I was having a heart attack.
Yeah.
I was like, oh
It was
no.
the plain old stomach flu.
Yeah. Gross. Yeah, but I'm just about done.
Yep. All right.
Okay, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your night. I am playing with my brother. I'm having fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.